Hello everyone, today class number 50 for electrical machine 2. Class number 50 for electrical machine 2. Okay, so in this class I have to complete the remaining two special machines for electrical machine 2, that is the special machines are tacho generator and stepper motor. Okay, so today the first topic is tacho, that is third type of special machine is tacho generator. Okay, so what is tacho generator? First, right, it has two stator windings. Tacho generator has two stator windings. Okay, in space it has, the first point, it has two stator winding. Okay, so among them one of them is in D axis and another one is along quadrature or q axis. Okay, quadrature or q axis, right? So D axis is called the D axis. Next, right, D axis stator winding or D axis stator is called reference field, and q axis stator is called, right, controlling field. So first one is reference field and second one is controlling field. Okay, so what will be the structure? It will looks like, so suppose we can treat that as a rotor and a stator. Suppose it is rotor, okay, so this is your q axis and suppose this is d axis. Okay, suppose we take it as this is d axis and this is q axis. Okay, so over the q axis one of the coil is here and another one is along d axis. Okay, so this d axis is supplied by a single phase AC source. Okay, so it will produce a current IF and through some LF and RF, okay, through some inductance and resistance, so it will produce a flux, and this is also produced a flux. Okay, so next, right, so write some point first, then write continuously. You have to write some points, right? Stator winding R provide stator winding R, so this is your R. Okay, so name it as R. So stator winding R provide a flux which is generated by constant frequency AC supply. So for this stator winding R or the reference winding R produces a constant magnetic field by a constant frequency AC supply. Okay, by which two flux, so for this case two fluxes, that is phi f. So we know if any single phase supply is given to an inductor, then it will produce simultaneously two fluxes, phi f and phi b. Okay, right, this forward flux and backward flux is generated. Okay, so which is similar to single phase induction motor, but here need one extra field winding which is used to produce the starting torque to the rotor, Okay, so new flux will be generated by the C winding or the controlling field. Okay, controlling field, where there is no source. So one of the portion is getting cut over here, and due to this amount of flux is cutting by this coil, it will produce another flux phi to this rotor. Okay, so by using this flux, it can produce another modified flux, very small, phi c. This phi c is very small. Okay, this phi c is very small. Okay, and it will go to the amplifier. It will go to the amplifier. Okay, it will go to the amplifier. So to amplifier. Okay, and the induced EMF over this coil, and the induced EMF is over this coil, is fed to the amplifier. So whatever the flux is getting cut over this coil, the EMF which is induced across this coil is fed to the amplifier. Okay, is fed to the amplifier, and which will amplify the EMF, which will amplify the EMF induced at the C, and induced at the C, and it can supply to the load. It can supply to the load. Okay, it can supply to the, so by using this single phase supply, a flux will be generated over here, and due to this flux it will amplify it and it will supplied by the load. And simultaneously, when the amplifier is get amplified is to some extent, then a reverse current will flow, and when this amplifier gets amplified sufficiently, then the reverse current will flow to the coil again, and due to this coil a phi will be, a phi c dash is generated, and due to this phi c dash and phi f and phi b, using these three fluxes, the rotor will starts to rotate. Once the rotor will rotate, then what happens? Then it will continuously cut this flux and producing another amount of flux. Okay, producing another amount of field MMF, which will be again cut by this coil, controlling coil, and which will again amplified by this amplifier. Okay, so simultaneously this operation is happens, and this is called the tacho generator. This tacho generator is very much important. By interaction within these two fields and amplifier, the rotor is rotates, and once the rotor is rotate, the amplifier is continuously gets some amount of field and gets some amount of flux, and it will supply to the load by amplifying the voltage level. Okay, so first initially flux is produced by this main field, and this amount of some amount of flux is cutting by this coil, and it is amplified. Once it is amplified, the voltage level will be maximum over here compared to here. So a reverse current will flow to here. So once the reverse current is flow, so amount of flux phi c dash is introduced to this air gap, and this interaction of this phi c, phi f and phi b, and the rotor will start to rotate. Once the rotor will rotate, then it will continuously produce an MMF to the coil, and which will be cut, which will be amplified by this amplifier and supplied to the load, and simultaneously this operation is stable. Okay, so and after some time actually this operation remains stable. Okay, so this is the concept of tacho generator, and the use of this tacho generator, right? The use of this tacho generator is in automobile application or automobile control system. Okay, in case of your automobile control system, this tacho generator is used to control the different operations of the system inside the automobiles. Okay. Next, right, last topic, stepper motor. Last topic is stepper motor. Fourth one. What is stepper motor? Right, it is a type of AC motor. It is a type of AC motor which used in open loop system. It is a type of AC motor which used in open loop system. The input given to this motor is in the form of electrical pulses. That means electrical pulses are given as a input to that motor. Okay, so electrical pulses as inputs. Okay, electrical pulses as inputs. Okay, so it is a type of AC motor which used in open loop system, and the input given to this motor is in the form of electrical pulses. For every input, the motor shafts runs through a specified number of degrees. So when this pulse is coming to that particular motor, suppose I am writing a motor in block diagram. So suppose it is stepper motor, and it will producing and mechanical output which will be equals to torque into speed. Okay, so the rotor of this motor, suppose I am drawing the rotor over here, and when this respective pulses are, suppose P1, P2, P3, these pulses are given, then once the P1 is fed to this motor, then it will rotate by some angle theta 1. Okay, by some angle theta 1. Okay, by some angle theta 1. Okay, once again, then it is stopped. Then when again it will supplied by some pulse, then again it will rotate another angle theta 2, then theta 3, then theta 4. Okay, simultaneously, similarly it will rotate. Okay, so next, right, as the motor is rotates, depending on the step, depending on the rotational displacement, that is theta, depending on the rotational displacement theta, it is called stepper motor. It is called the stepper motor. Okay, the range of the step size is 0.72 degree to 90 degree. So whatever the size of the rotor, depending on the size of the rotor, this degree, or the stepper size, is maintained. Okay, if the rotor is small, then the angle will approach to 90 degree, then the angle is larger. Okay, angle is larger. Okay, so if the rotor is larger, then the angle is smaller. Okay, so if the angle is larger, then the rotor will be smaller, and if the rotor will be larger, then angle will be smaller. Okay, so thus a stepper motor can be regarded as digital electromagnetic device, and that's why it is called digital electromagnetic device. Why? Once it will fade by 1, that is high value, it is high, it is low, it is high, it is low, it is high, low, high, low. So this value is high, low, 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 high, 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 high. Okay, so when this high is achieved, then it will rotate, then it will produce some result, and when it will fade by this low value, then it will have no result. Okay, so so by the digital information, or by the digital input, it can run. Okay, so that's why it is called digital electromagnetic device. Okay, so it is called digital electromagnetic device. And the stepper size, so step size is beta. One relation here, one step size beta equals to what? Step size beta equals to 360 degree divided by m into n into r. Okay, m into n into r, where m equals to number of stator phase, whatever the phases are given into the input section. Okay, so next, nr equals to, so this nr, sorry, it is nr, and nr equals to number of stator, nr equals to number of rotor poles, Okay, so make it pr. Okay, make it pr, please. So pr equals to number of rotor poles, whatever the poles is generated inside the rotor. And shaft speed can be calculated as shaft speed of the rotor speed, nr. Rotor speed or shaft speed can be calculated as this beta into f by 360. Beta into f by 360. So if we put this beta value over here, so 360 by m into pr into f by 360. So 360 cancel out. It will be nr equals to f by m into pr. Okay, so f equals to nothing but the frequency of steps. So from this value you can easily calculate the frequency. Suppose within this it is a time period. Okay, within this time period 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 pulses are there, so 6 complete cycles within t. So one complete cycle is t by 6. That means time period by 6. So frequency equals to 1 by 6, right? So you can say that as 1 by 6. Okay. So beta equals to step size. So the beta equals to step size. So this step size is in the range of 0.72 degree to 90 degree. Okay. So when the rotor size is smaller, then the step size is larger, and the step size is larger, then the rotor will be rotor size will be smaller. Okay. So this is all about the stepper motor, and this motor and stepper motor is used in the automobile. That is when in your automobile glass cleaning. Okay, automobile glass cleaning, wiper. That is a wiper. Okay, when it is required some amount of a degree it will rotate. Okay, there is a need of some amount of degree to rotate, then it can use as a stepper motor. Stepper motor can also used in the automation. Okay, different types of automation or different types of small gadgets or Arduino projects. Okay, or in case of your Arduino project, stepper motor can be used. Okay, so this is your stepper motor and electrical machine 2 and last module is completed. So okay, so thank you. Best of luck for your exam, semester exam. Okay.